Oh,
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of a little show I'm trying out. It's going to be kind of a dead funny top 3, if you will. So since we're here in October and we love to play scary games, and I know how hard it can be to find scary games you want to play on Steam and everything else, I'm here to kind of help out with that. So what I have going on for the dead funny top 3 today is ghost games. Now, we've seen a gigantic rise in this over the last year, especially with the release of Phasmophobia, where a lot of ghost hunting games have come out. They're pretty popular. You've seen us play it on the channel. Those of you who go to our streams, you've seen us play it on our streams as well. Ghost hunting games have become extremely popular. So, we're going to go ahead and knock out the top 3 that if you have not had a chance to try, I strongly recommend you look into, pick up, and play with your friends. Most of these games are all play with your friends because it makes it a lot more fun. So, starting off at the top, we got to give it to the starter. We got to give it to the GOAT as of right now, and that is Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is at the top of this list, and the reason why is because they seem to have elements down where certain other games are trying to grab those elements that are working really well. So the range of hunting of equipment is really nice. All the different things you have to do to identify the ghost, the special side quests and side missions that you can do to get that identified as well and get that knocked out is pretty cool too. There's just a lot of different things they have going on right now that's actually working really well for them. It's a little bit more polished, a little bit more clean. It's not the best game ever. They definitely have a lot of other things that they need to do in order to continue to keep the rise of that game going. And one of those is definitely working with their difficulty. It's gotten to the point where, you saw us play it last year, and believe it or not, we're doing it again this year. You've probably already seen the first episode already. It's already been out. If not, go check it out. That show comes out every Friday. But it's one of those things where it's like, if we really wanted to on professional, we could probably catch the ghost within like the first 5 minutes and just go put everything in the house and then just fucking leave. And that's not fun. Obviously, you can choose not to play that way, but there shouldn't be an option to be able to play that way if the game was designed well enough. Now, that being said, once again, they are the first. Usually the first is the ones that hit the speed bumps, and the ones behind it are the ones that come up and end up taking the reins and moving forward. We've seen stuff like that with like PUBG and Fortnite. PUBG started, Fortnite came through, took the reins, moved forward. I don't play Fortnite. I don't think it's a fucking good game at all. But the popularity, on the other hand, is there. So we'll see what happens with Phasmophobia. They got a lot of work to do. I think adding some more ghosts, so there's multiple ghosts, would be a huge win for them. Especially on the bigger maps, going through like a gigantic ass prison and there being one ghost. Like, let's be real. Definitely making the characters function a little bit better is really wonky, especially when you're looking at someone else's character as far as like being ducked down and stuff like that. But they're making strides. They added like an actual sprint and everything else, and like I said, they're making strides. So we'll give them some time. I mean, once again, first one to come through. Let's see if they're able to actually do what they need to do, and not only break the mold, but form the path. So that being said, check out Phasmophobia. I think it's on Steam right now, somewhere in the realm between $13 to $15. Check it out, get it. Have you and your friends play it. Once again, we got tons of that content on here, so make sure you check that out. But we'll go ahead and move right on into our next selection. Next selection is Obsidio. This one was a hard one. And the next one's actually even harder. But this one was a hard one because there are so many more aspects about Obsidio I like better than Phasmophobia. But I think that there's a lot going on in Obsidio right now that is nowhere near as freshly clean as Phasmophobia is. The characters definitely need work. I think the ghosts are way too hostile. it is one of those things where it's like basically you learn what room they're in, and then as soon as it goes to the haunting phase, you just run, get in a different room, and then you're safe. Go back, throw stuff in. There's too many different ways to exploit it. Where I do like Obsidio more than Phasmophobia is because the ghosts are a little bit more aggressive. They're more active. If we could get more active and less aggressive, that would be perfect. Because you shouldn't be able to die within the first couple seconds going into the house. Like, I agree with where Phasmophobia has, like, you slowly anger the ghost, then it shows itself. Like, not in Obsidio. That thing shows itself right off the bat. But they have, and the reason why it sucks so much is they have so many awesome cues. I mean, we've had people laughing in our ear. We've had footsteps around us. Depending on what type of floor we're on, it sounds different. Fucking wood on concrete, whatever. We've had infants crying in the basement, little girls laughing running up the stairs. Like, there's so many different cues. I mean, I put on a fucking voice box and it was talking about 666, God is dead, Satan is here, hell is here. Like, it was insane. So I think they have a lot going on to get you good with the fear factor. The problem is that the ghosts are too aggressive, so you can die right off the bat. No one wants to do that. It doesn't really make it a ghost investigation game. It makes it a let's let the ghost walk around for 3 seconds, then find which pathway in the house has the most destroyed shit, and then just use the thermal gun while we're doing it, and then we'll find the coldest room in the house. Great. Now, to be fair, to do the proper exorcism, you have to get a lot more clues than that, which their system to do that, way better than Phasmophobia's. Because they have a lot more clue stuff, but at the same time, they also have a shit ton. It's a lot of stuff to go through and check off for Ghost. So, like I said, it's not the best system, but if they were able to clean it up a little bit more, make the Ghost a little less aggressive, so that way you actually feel like you're hunting and trying to get in contact with the Ghost, versus, okay, I'm in here, I've got like a couple seconds to try to fucking throw this shit out somewhere in a random room to see if I can possibly get some kind of evidence before the fucking ghost decides it's going to come and kick my ass. So that is the biggest problem that I have with Obsidio. Other than that, I mean, it is pretty much a knockoff of Phasmophobia. All of them are going to be. I mean, there's so many of them out there. Everybody's trying to be the next one to do it. I mean, Phasmophobia caught fire quick and then it was gone. So everybody's trying to be the next one. But yeah, check it out. It's a fun game. I think it's also around that like $10 to $15 range on Steam right now. So go check that out. They just released their update where you can have 4-player lobbies. It was just 2 players start. So now you have 4-player lobbies. But one of the cool additions to this game is that along with finding the ghost, you also get to exorcise the ghost as well, which that's the kind of closure Phasmophobia doesn't give you. It's like you go in, you figure out what ghost it is, then you hurry up, get the fuck out, to where like being able to deal with the ghost and get it out and give you that closure, it definitely goes a long way in my opinion as far as for the game goes. But like I said, check it out. Let me know your thoughts and views on it. But now we'll just go ahead and move on to where our third pick is. Our third pick of the day, Haunt Chaser. By the way, all these videos are coming out on the channel. We've done videos on all these games, so you'll be able to watch them. They might not be out at this time, but they are coming out on the channel. That being said, Haunt Chaser, it was very hard for me not to put this one first, and here's why. I had so much more fun playing this game than the other two. It looks so much better graphic-wise, so much more appealing. But here's the problem. We didn't play it enough. It's been a very long time since I've like actually been like scared in a game. And this one got me with a great jump scare, which you will see. It was really good. My problem is because, because we didn't get a chance to get all the way around and do one full lap to see like what happens after we get those, because like if it's just go find these clues, like that can be very easy, and I get it, like you've got the thing that's like chasing you, and if that's just the whole game itself, there's nothing else after that, that's going to throw it down my list big time, because there's no like replayability, there's no like actual content there. It's just we're going to put a wandering person on the map and you got to try to solve clues around that person, and if you can solve clues around that person, great. The aspect of your team getting put in limbo, and you having to save them out of a grave is pretty cool. Some of the stuff looked cool that I didn't even get to use, like the warding and stuff like that. There's a lot of different stuff in it, and I think it has potential to be a really good game. But once again, I got to get a chance to jump back into it and really try to see what it's got going on there. But yeah, so you'll have to definitely check that out when it comes out. Like I said, I wanted to make that my number one. I had so much fun playing it. It actually got me with a really good jump scare. But once again, I have to go with what I've done. I don't want to give you guys any false, sense that this is going to be a great game if it's not. So that's why it's in third place for me. But yeah. So go check those games out if you're looking for some scary, fun ghost games, especially play with your friends. All of these are 1 through 4 player online. So feel free to go and check all these out. Have a good time. Let me know how it went. Let me know which ones you were the most excited about. What was your favorite? Which one you didn't like? Throw all that stuff in those comments below. Let me know. Like I said, I'm here to help you find good, scary games to play, whether you're streaming it, whether you're recording it, whatever you're doing, or even just playing to have fun. I'm here to help you find out some of these games. And so that is going to do it for the Ghost games top 3. Those are my top 3 picks for the Ghost games of 2022, or 2021. So check them out. Let me know what you thought. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. That way you get notified when the next top 3 comes out, where I'll have a new set of games. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the content. Do you want to see something more of this? Do you want to see me put a little bit more time and effort into making this like an actual debut show? Would you like to have like a Dead Funny top 3 or top 5 or top 10? These are things that we could talk about. But with these pilot episodes, trying to see what you guys like to see, and if this is something that you would like to see more on Dead Funny. Once again, you know where to tell me. But other than that, we also have our Twitters and Twitch links. Don't forget the merch as well. Halloween shirt is out on the store right now. As soon as Halloween is over, the shirt will be off the store. The logo will be changed back to the stamp. So if you want your cool merch, you got to go get it now. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. See you next time.